Welcome back to another episode of the Fortnite. I actually got this finally working, I think. I went through a lot of trial and error, going through all the settings, tinkering with everything, and I think I got the most optimal settings. For me at least, for me. So it'll be pretty good quality, won't be so blurry as last time. And my performance will be pretty good too. So all in all, everything should be working perfectly well. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be real sad. Like really sad. You know, I spent like a ridiculous amount of time, like an hour, just trying to get this to work. It's awful. Like absolutely awful. Like, I'm a university student. You should maybe figure that out with my other videos. I'm a university student. I have homework. Instead of doing homework, I've been doing this, and I need a break from all that tinkering. Because it's like, it's just mentally draining just trying to figure things out and they don't work. Pretty good start. I got pretty okay loot. And there's some people I could fight. I think it's gonna be maybe a pretty okay game as long as I don't die immediately from the start. Oh! I could have got the little mini first before I had the slap juice. Ooh, I like those. I like the mid sprays so much. Ooh, that's good. A thermal gun is just great. Because you can just see stuff from a distance. Now, where are they fighting? Maybe up here? Let's go. I mean, I missed a lot of shots there. I won't deny that. But what? That guy has one thing that I don't, and that's better aim. Oh my god. No! Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Mentally, we're okay. We got 2 kills. That wasn't my finest work at all. You should know that you're not here for the best gameplay ever. Or the best Fortnite player. You're here because of my cute cat ears. Because I'm adorable. I wish, you know, the matchmaking was a little bit quicker in this. Like, I don't know, long time ago when I first played Fortnite, I found the matchmaking quite quick. Like instant. But now it's just kind of slow. Maybe because less people play. I have no idea. Fortnite's not like the bee's knees with the kids these days. Right now it's FNAF. And I don't want to buy FNAF. But I do have another game I'm gonna get going soon, eventually. Once it downloads, it's a fat game. It's The Walking Dead. That old company, Telltale. They're back from the dead. I can't believe it. They're making a new game. I can't remember what it's called. So, and I have the Walking Dead Definitive series, and I never played it. I impulse bought it, and it's just in my my library, and it just sits there. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna buy it and then play it, and I'm gonna like, you know, have it and use it to make a YouTube video, and then I never did. And that was like years ago when it first came out. I impulse bought that so badly, and it was such a bad decision. Do not impulse buy like me. Don't be like me. You can enjoy me, the things I do, but don't do what the things I do, you know? Do as I say, not as I do kind of situation. And also, I need to land somewhere that's different. Like the mega city. I actually don't like the mega city that much. But we're gonna go to the mega city. And I have a lot of weeklies I still need to do. I haven't done all my weeklies. Because I like barely play Fortnite. And I'm literally only playing Fortnite for the recording. I have no other reason to play Fortnite. I could play Genshin instead, but then it's just like, the way I play Genshin, it's just walking and more walking and more walking. Oh, and then opening chests and then more walking. Well, I'm not sure how well Genshin would be. I was thinking of doing it like a ASMR Genshin gameplay. Like, I just have like a camera set up like in the corner of my room, and then you can like see me play Genshin on the screen, and you hear me clickety clack, and like RGB, because I got RGB. I got RGB keyboard, and then my laptop got RGB. It's gonna be so pretty, but like, I don't know how well that worked. And also, like, it's super noisy in my room. Mostly just because of the fan on my laptop. Like, it's loud! Like, right now I have noise canceling on the microphone. And like, without that, holy crap. It is super inaudible, like, everything from my end. I mean, you can hear me still, I guess. But it's just like garbage audio, and that's not fun. And oh! Ah! Ah! Get me up there! What? Where'd he go? Oh my god, I lost them! Are they up here? I'm searching. Where did they go? Ah! I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset. Boy! Ah! Ah! Get me out of here? He knows I'm up here still. Oh my god, that stressed me out a little bit. What? Oh. Okay. They got some sort of splash. And they restored a lot of health quickly. Oh! Let's go! Oh! Okay. That was just really stress. Oh! I'm like clenching my cheeks like really hard. Holy crap, holy crap. Okay. You see, I'm not the best player, but I will play. I will play to win. Oh, okay, okay. There must be another player in this area. I'm pretty sure there will be another player. I'm just not sure where to look. Or even if I want to fight them. That's the worst part about this. The mega city, it's too big actually. Like it's hard to find anything that you want to fight. I guess I'll take Bender's ray gun. I want to find Bender. I don't know where Bender is. Bender is bending something somewhere. Probably in my butthole. I'm sorry. That was the worst butt joke ever. Oi! 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 Ah! Where are they? Where'd they go? They could not have gone that far. Are they over here? I'm trying to find them, and I'm like doing a terrible job. Hey, I'll take that shield first, actually. That's a lot more important. Ugh. Oh my god, the thingy's coming in. Sure, sure, sure. That worked pretty well. That worked pretty well. There might be someone in that area. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. These are terrible. Ah. I guess I'll take the keys. I don't really want the keys. I see gold and I want the gold. There's gunfire behind me? Whoa! Whoa! Oh! And that's why the ray gun's good. Oh my god. Well, I figured out who's behind me. I didn't even hear the gunshots. Like, I saw them with the, like, the HUD. But I didn't, like, actually hear them. That's kind of spooky, man. Fortnite's audio engine is failing me a bit. But that ray gun is sometimes a little bit too powerful and a little bit weak. What's over here? I don't like that. I don't like that. And I will take the flapjack, though. Flapjack's pretty good. I love myself a flappy jacks. I could figure out what Bender is if I just Google him. But I'm too lazy and I don't care. I care enough that I want to see him, but I also don't care enough to get him. Like, it's better to have him than not to have him. Oh my god. Ah! That scared me a little bit bad. Just a little bit. It's probably the Jimmy Stone? Sweet. Ooh, whoa. I should walk straight, but I know someone's behind me. That guy over there. Where'd he go? I thought I would see him. Hey, I'll hatch this though. Dino DNA. Oh! Boy! Ah! Ah! That is impossible. Okay, we're gonna play one more round. Just one more. I feel cheesed, man. I feel so cheesed. That shouldn't have happened. Sometimes I can't speak. That should not have happened. You know, I was born in Canada, and I can't speak the language sometimes. Oh, I'm a true born Canadian, and I can't even speak. Good God. You know, sometimes it be those days. I don't know what to talk about. My brain's so dry. All the things in our world is like very bad things. Like, that's the worst thing. There's no like exciting good news. It's just like misery, misery, or politics, and then misery again. It's terrible. I don't want to make this, you know, any of my videos about politics. Well, I probably talk about the struggles in our country or the world, but I don't want to make it like, oh my god, it's because of that, you know, politics or whatever wing. I don't even know which is left wing or right wing, and then like political jokes like really go over my head. Because like some people are like, oh, you're blah 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 or something from like a political joke or like a way to like hate on you or hate on me or hate on someone, and I'm like, I don't get it. I was like, I care about politics when it like as in it affects me, but like I'm not like patriotic to politics. I'm not like I don't identify with like a left or right wing. I just want what's good for me, good for my family, good for my friends, and good for my goddamn pockets, because I have no money. So that's what I look at, you know. Some people is like, I don't get it. I just see it's like, that's very bad policy, and that's really hurtful to most people, and like doesn't benefit, or like they do something that seems beneficial but then it doesn't, and I'm like, this is such a terrible idea. And that's the thing about politics. It's like, what is even right? What is even the right or wrong answer? And that's the problem. The definition of what's right and what's wrong will always be subjective to everyone. And that's not like a bad thing, that's just a human thing. And this person is no! I'm embarrassed. We're gonna play another round. That was terrible. Oh my god. Like, everyone has their opinions, and that's okay. But it's also bad when people have opinions and they hurt other people with those opinions, or cause things like bad things to happen. And it's hard to say, like, when are you encroaching on someone's life versus like you're hurting someone's life? Like, the line is so blurry and it's hard to define, and everyone has a different definition. And some people who define as good are bad, and some people who are defined as bad are good. It's crazy. Like, okay, the best way to like look at these like terrible situations that like you'll never be able to understand the other side. It's like some of the shows that we have, like Attack on Titan is like a really, really good example of, you know, showing like different views of people around the world and how like, you know, you're born on one side and you grow up to see things one way, but then you never see the other side, so then you like never understand the other side. But then also maybe you do enough that like you understand it, but then like it's hard to justify what's good or bad. Like the people outside of Paradis, like they look at the people on Paradis as devils, and in a sense they're not wrong. I mean, Eren just kind of nuked the whole town and he also caused the rumbling. So it's hard to say they're not devils when they do that. But then also when you see the people on Paradis, they're not actually bad people and they turn bad in a sense because of, you know, what's happened to them. And that's like our world, you know? It's like who's the true bad person sometimes? I mean, sometimes they're pretty easy to define who's bad, but you know, in some cases the lines get blurry and that's not good. And sometimes, you know, some bad people are turned bad because someone made them bad, you know? And it kind of sucks. It really sucks. And it really sucks that we... Oh my god, I don't want to go over there. I just saw a bunch of people. I got scared. I got really scared. You know, what's another show that's like pretty similar is Arcane, you know? Arcane has this like same idea too. You know, Silco is portrayed as one of the bad guys, you know, the big bad wolf, you know, big villainous person. But then you see like the nicer side of him and you know, everyone's like, "Ooh, Daddy Silco." I mean, that's for different reasons. But the main idea is that, you know, ooh, I will take that, and I will take that. Is that like, even though he's the bad guy, quote unquote, there's more to him that doesn't make him inherently the bad guy. Like, he's done a lot of stuff, like killing and drug trafficking, but it also is a way to boost the economy for like the Undercity, because like the Undercity is so put into the dust by Topside that they kind of just have to do that just to make ends meet in a sense. So even though he's kind of villainous, he also is trying to fight the villain itself. Like fight evil with evil, but like it's bad but it's good, but it's like, what else would you do? And then, you know, the cops and the enforcers, that's what they're called. No? Are they... Oh... Ah! Ah! I can't believe it. We are gonna play another round until it's a lot more successful. Or I finish my my thing of not politics, but still politics, but not politics. Like the enforcers are supposed to be good, but then they abuse people, but then some of them are good, and it's the biggest thing I look at is not to I don't know what to say. It's hard to say. Be good to people. Just think about that, you know? Like, try to be the best person to other people. Though, that will be hard, and sometimes people will be assholes. Even me, you know? Sometimes I say bad things, and I do bad things. And the thing is, you have to learn from those, and try and be better. And sometimes that can be hard. Sometimes you will make the same mistake, and sometimes it's like ingrained in your personality that you'll just do it because it's instinctive. Even though you know it's bad, you're unsure what else to do, and you default on your, you know, instinctive means that you've like grown up with. Like, learning to change or learning to become a different person's hard, but also like, it's more important to accept that you need to change as a person and to become someone different. And I guess trying's important. If you don't try, you won't be able to get to whatever you want to be, even though if you fail. And that's one thing I've learned is to keep trying, even though when you fail, because God, failure will hit you a lot. Especially me as a student, because like, I'm an engineering student. I'm not the best or the brightest. And man, I've been through a lot of failure as an engineering student. I'm not done engineering school. You know, I'm like more than halfway, but still like, you know, one slip up and whew, I'm done. And I've been through the dust with school and relationships and so many other things, so... Though I know other people have been through worse. And then also people who haven't been through as bad. And that's also a thing, like... How do you compare and contrast, like, with different people? Like, sometimes it's hard to empathize or, like, to know how other people go through. Because some people... Like, it's not, like, how do you know if it's, like, they're not going through a bad time? But they're over-exaggerating it? Not, like, on purpose. Now I'm saying, like, they're lying. But they're lying in the sense that... They think that they're going through a bad time. But they're not actually, but they think they are. Probably have that person that's done that. It's like victimizing yourself when you're not the actual victim. But then it's like, how do you know when they are the victim or not the victim? Who says they're not the victim? So it's hard to like... Oh, this is going to become deep and political, man. Oh my god, what am I going? Anyways, so... How would you know when someone is right or they're wrong? Or they're, you know... How would you know that? How would you know when is the right answer? That's the thing that always like made me wonder. Cause like, I know people that like, they have ideas or like they do things and they're like, you know, oh, I have such a crappy life. And I'm like, my life is worse. Or like, I know a lot of other people whose life is much worse. And it's like, they make their lives terrible. Like there's quite a few people that like make bad choices. And then they kind of have a crappy life because of that. And they keep making those same bad choices over and over and over. And then I understand more when people like understand that their choices are bad. Like there's some addicts, you know. This is gonna sound awful. Drug addict. You know, it's better when you know you did wrong. So then when you try and do right, you understand what to do right. Or like, you know, you're not like that one guy who's like trying to be like, oh, my life sucks, you know, you should support me. But it's like, you know, I know my life sucks because I screwed up. And then you like try and make amends and then you struggle, you know. Trying to learn from your mistakes. And understanding your mistakes and becoming better is a lot better than just not honing up to your mistakes. Because there's a lot of people who don't hone up to their mistakes. Or the fact maybe their problems aren't problems. And there's also people who gaslight you who try to make you think your problems aren't problems and you're not valid. Oh, what a deep conversation. You know, I don't want to live stream ever. Like, this is like the perfect live stream content. Me literally just babbling about random crap and then like talking to whoever watches my stuff. And then we can talk about the meaning of life. But I still just, you know, I don't know. I just think about that. When people like have a certain way of thinking and then you don't know what to do because you think they're wrong. But then what if they're not wrong and you're actually wrong? And it's hard to like decide on like, are you doing the right thing or they're doing the right thing or who's in the wrong? Because sometimes like I make that mistake a lot. Like I want to like, you know, do the right thing or like correct people. It sounds bad, but like some people like have bad ideas or like wrong ideas, and sometimes it's just like I've been told by my parents, you know, to shut up and just, you know, let the person think how they think. But then like if it's something like really bad, like either damaging to yourself or to your relationship with that person or to themselves, you know, not to yourself, just themselves, then it's like, should you really let them like continue with that? But then if you don't let them continue, then they're gonna get really upset. But then if you do let them continue, then they're kind of like ruining themselves. So it's like, what do you choose? Boy. Hey, wait, actually that might be the guy I need to kill. So I just always... He's still there. Let's go! Oh! Oh, that's just too good. Whoa, whoa, I just had it. Hey, boost me up. I just had a huge like spike and it just spooked me a bit. Come on, up, 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 come on, up, up, come on, up, up, let's go. I don't even think I have a moral to this story. And I'm like kind of just going in circles, but it's like, it's such a deep thought to think about what's right, what's wrong. What do you do? Especially like when you know people who are like really having problems and they won't resolve it and they won't do anything, and then you try and help them and they won't listen. That's terrible, you know? I don't know, humans suck. This is what sucks about humans. We all suck. We have like such stupid ideas and we can't get our stuff together. I don't want the fireflies. I like Bender's ray gun. Also, that's a thing, you know? I find there's like quite a few people, like people who have like, it's interesting being in university from like high school and stuff. And like, even like when I was like, I used to work at like a fast food restaurant when I was younger at when I was like after high school before I like hit university. Oh dear goodness. It's just interesting how like, you know, things are oh. Hey! Let's go screw yourself, Bender. Where did the guy go? There's so many, how was I saying? I can't remember. Oh yeah. There's like just so many different types of like friend groups and people to like hang out with and people with like different ideologies and all that stuff. Like, there's so many different types of people, and then you kind of see like some people have like very different types of like lifestyles at university, and like people live different. Also, people are disgustingly dirty. What? What? Holy crap! One shot me there? Whoa! That's crazy. Holy crap. My god. I didn't expect that. That was a good hit there. I'm gonna finish my point about like people. Like, you know, in high school, like, people were kind of similar-ish, like, you got your groups, but then, like, once you hit university, I guess depending on the degree you take, because, man, people in different degrees, like, act way differently, way different mentality, way different, like, style of living, like, what else? Living, like, study habits, cleanliness, ethics, you know, friend group types, the people, what they like to do in their off time, how they treat each other, how they talk to each other. It's crazy. Some people like have very like, I guess, linear university lives, or very like one direction university lives. But I don't know, I guess I just meet people. And that's the thing, like, whoever's young watching this and you're gonna go to university, the experience is very different, and it's dependent on like what you choose. You can have great friends, you can have really crappy friends. You can have great friend groups. You can get drugged up at a party, you know, or you could just like not meet anyone. And like, there's some things that they don't tell you, such as engineering sucks. Well, I wasn't told that. I only learned that. Well, actually, I didn't even know during. Like, when I first started engineering, I was kind of lied to. Like, the students, like, you got like, this was during COVID. And, like, there's some students, and they had, like, a little Zoom meeting to introduce you to, like, oh, welcome to our school. And I was like, sweet. And they were telling us, like, oh, if you did this in high school, you'll be perfect. You know, you'll be fine in engineering. You'll be piece of cake. What a lie! Unless you're, like, super smart, then no. But then also, your high school grades don't really matter. Well, they do matter. I'll say they matter, alright? Don't drop other school kids, alright? But it's just that, you know, what your grades were back in high school don't translate the best to university. Like, I had, like, high 90s, and then engineering starts, whoa, drop below, like, 50. It was bad. It was terrible. And some people, like, they were like low 60s and then they go up to high 90s. I know a friend. He's a really good friend. Maybe I'll bring him on here one time. But you know, you had to use low marks in high school, then you had super high marks in engineering now. You know, really good man. And also there's that, like, man, because I was from a small school back then. Like, they had a program called IB. Some of you might know. In your school might be called AP. I can't remember what AP stands for, but IB is International Baccalaureate, whatever. And it's like the quote-unquote smart people class, you know, the university level classes in like high school. And I was in like some of those classes. I didn't take all of them, so I don't have the full degree or diploma. I only have like some certificates for math and science or whatever. But, you know, everyone was quite snobby in those classes. They're like, oh, we're smart. And like, I got kind of snobby too, because like, you know, you learn from your peers. You learn from your environment. Your parents, your friends, even people who aren't your friends. You know, you're bullied. Sadly, teachers, there was a certain mentality when you were one of those IB students. And like, when I hit university, I still had that mentality, and that was not a good idea, because like, one, when you're like in a class with a bunch of smart people, and then now you're technically in engineering where like you had all these other kids with that same mentality, but then you get destroyed by engineering, you'd lose that mentality real quick. And this is kind of entertaining. I'm just watching this guy while talking. It's actually not bad watching this guy. Oh, maybe I should have more of this. Man, run! Oh my god, I don't know what he's doing. But having that mentality is not the best thing to have. And I guess that's one thing that has changed about me. I used to have with that like snobby attitude, like I'm better because like my marks are high. Engineering really makes you more humble. That like, you know, more important is like, you know, the friends you make, and like the friends that support you emotionally and that are there for you, and like people that make you happy, and also people that like support your problems, because I have a lot of problems. Lots of mental, physical problems, and it's good that like I got friends that like understand that. Now, some of you might not be able to get that and get friends that are... Whoa! That was sketchy what that guy did. Whoa! Okay, this guy is pretty good. So I got, you know, good friends that will be there for me. Some of them will be there more, some of them won't be there as much, you know? But, you know, that's people. Everyone's different. But university helps with, like, just finding people. Like, if you can't find your group of people, that means, I guess you just haven't found them yet. Which is, I guess, explore different areas of the school to find different people. Like, each building is gonna have different types of students to, like, cater to the different mentality. Like, everyone's different. Like, maybe your school might have a uniformity of people, but I doubt it. If you can't find your people, maybe like, you know, go to a party. If you still can't find them, maybe go to a library instead. If you still can't find your people, go to an engineering building. Everyone's gonna be goddamn depressed in that building though. So you won't get sunshines and rainbows, but you will get a different type of personality of kinds of people. What else do I have to say about university? Man, this is turned into just like, you know, basically one of those Twitch VODs, and like the streamer just starts just ranting about random crap and like nothing happens. I'm just basically I'm basically like a Twitch VOD without the Twitch or the VOD. It's just a video. Oh my god, this guy is insane with that repeater. I can't aim that well. Oh my god. Guess also university also is a great way to explore yourself and what you are as a person. And oh my god, he's spray painting to taunt? Are you kidding me? What a chat. Like to explore like who you are as a person, like what you want to do. Like sometimes you realize, you know, maybe I don't like doing this, or like, oh my god, please don't die. I'm rooting for you, man. Whoa! Oh! He could have had a slip cheese. It could have lit. I'm a little upset. That was pretty good. Because like, you know, some things, you know, I realize some things are more important than other things, and there's things I enjoy more than other things. And also what I value in people, and like the type of people I like. You know, like really young, cause I'm a guy, alright, you know. Especially this was back in the 2000s, you know. the dignified traits of like woman that you want is like big booba. Well, that's what I like anyway. And then like other people are just ass. I mean, some people are still like that, like that's the only thing they want. But then like, you know, as I develop as a person and grow older, you start to realize, you know, what you actually want in a person. Like, is booba nice? Yeah. But is there other things that are like way more important about a person that I want? Oh yeah. And then like, especially if you start like, you know, going out with people, and then like meeting other people that you are like intend to be with, then you start like learning, it's like, you know, I really don't like them because like, you know, they're not good to me, or they don't have that personality. Like you're also gonna run into a lot that like, there's a lot of nice people, but you just don't like their personality. And that's going to happen. I will tell you that, alright? Because there's a lot of nice people, but it's like, man, I don't think I can like live with you forever kind of situation. Like we can be great friends, but I can't just sit there and like snuggle with you and say I love you, because it's like, you know, there is quite literally like, people like not my type. Like looks only can, like for me, like, is looks important? It's sad to say, yeah it is. But also like, it's not the defining trait. Like you can be pretty okay looking, but if you have like a personality I really like, then your like beauty mark goes up crazy amounts, like crazy. But like if you're like really pretty, but like you got like an awful personality, I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Like I met this one girl in university, and she's really pretty, but god, I'm not friends with her. I am not friends with her. God, she has like the worst personality. Like she's like the most basic like bitch girl like you ever met. Like those stereotypical like, you know, university, you know, hot white blonde chick, you know. Like she is one of those, and she is so annoying, and she's like really mean. Cause god, she like abuses like horny men for their money, and I'm like, this is why we get people like Andrew Tate complaining, is cause of women like her just like abusing them. And I'm like, oh my god, this is how Andrew Tates are created in our world. It's cause of like women like her. I don't know how long. I maybe just stay here and keep talking till the end of this. So even though like there's Well, I'm not the hottest looking chap out there. I mean, I'll admit that, you know. I'm not gonna get the hottest girl out there, and that's okay, you know. I just want, you know, someone that I find, you know, decently attractive, but also, like, their personality is good, and I can, you know, love them, they can love me, and also they can accept me and all my problems. Because that's the biggest thing, you know, if you can't accept me, I'm not gonna say accept me at my worst, it's just like, you know, inherent problems that I've been dealing with in my life. And, you know, some people want a perfect boyfriend who's like perfect in every way and basically no problems at all. Like, I have problems, and a lot of women have problems. And like, also that's the thing, like, it won't turn me off if you have problems. And like, some people it is a turn off, and that's you know, unfortunate. And one thing I think about, like, in a relationship is that, like, if your, you know, significant other has problems in their life, I don't think that's inherently a bad thing, unless it's like directly harming you, like they basically stab you every morning. Like, that's not good. Or they're torturing you every day or mentally degrading you. That's not good. That's not good, all right? If it's like problems that affect themselves, like, you being there to help and support them and like maybe even try and help and, you know, fix them. It sounds bad, but like, I think it's more romantic to like be there as like emotional support to like help them, because then you create a bigger and stronger bond with that person. And then you start to, you know, really develop a connection that's not just based on like looks or like, oh, you make me happy, you make me laugh and you're pretty or whatever. No, it's the fact that like that person, you've done something for them that other people wouldn't have done for them. And that's like the biggest thing I think about, like, you know, when you have a bond with someone, is that connection that you can't have with another person. That help that they gave you. So like, that's a thing to consider, you know? If someone has a problem and it's not something that like turn you off too much, you know, then I'll say, like, you know, stick with them. As long as like, it's not a way of harming you or like causing like a big problem, like a relationship, like, you know, your significant other like sleepwalks and goes fucks the neighbor. Something bad like that. Like, you know, or maybe, you know, maybe like if your significant other does that and you like love them so much even though they do that, and you know it's like a medical problem, they're not cheating on you, you know, kudos to you to supporting that person. Like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, that's really hard to mentally think about something like that. But if they're like, you know, doing things and like gaslighting you, saying like, oh, you know, babe, I'm so sorry I hurt you, you know, and then it's like something like really stupid. Well, not even stupid, because it could be not stupid, but something like petty, you know, because there's some people like abuse, like, oh, I have a problem, but I'm not actually problematic. Don't be with them if they're like that, you know. You know, like how people like, they have a problem and they try to fix it, or they can't and they struggle with it, but they don't try to like put that problem on you, you know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, love the person you want to love. And if they have some problems, you know, maybe it's not such a bad thing. Learn to be with them and learn to, you know, love them. You know what? This is gonna be an interesting episode to upload. Yeah! I'm just stretching. That felt good. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm not sure if anyone stayed till the end, but if you did, I really appreciate it. Like, I truly appreciate it. You know, let me know what I can change to improve the content, you know? Do you like this, like, yabbering like this? Because, like, I don't want to be like a screamy YouTuber and just, like, start screaming and, like, cussing all over the place, you know? I don't want to be like that, you know? Will I still swear? Yeah, that I don't think it's gonna change. But I want to talk about stuff. You know? You get to know me and stuff like that. Get to know about our world. Things that you might be not thinking of. So, thank you everyone for staying here. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, and if you like this more, I'll make more content like this. And Also, I'll make my ASMR soon. I recorded one already. It just takes like hours to edit. Like this is like easy stuff I don't need to like work on. But you know, doing something that's like ASMR, I gotta sit there and like edit that stuff, and that's a lot of work, and I don't want to do that. This is much easier. So, have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.